All right, I have a reading for you. It took me a little bit to get to this, but I kept hearing divine timing, divine timing. And I think getting through that energy storm of the full moon and everything else that was going on around that is exactly what was needed. Because it took me a little bit longer, I'm going to do a little bit more to this reading than normal. Because patience should always be rewarded by the universe. And since the universe was like, not yet, I was like, okay. So we're just going to shuffle these cards. I don't even know what's come out yet. But the energy is feeling way better now. So I'm loving that. I'm loving that. Got a frog in my throat. Do you have something that you need to say? Perhaps. But divine timing, right? Okay. Let's get a vibe check here. This is my vibe check card deck. My friend Brandy made this for me. Compassionate. You're a compassionate one. You lead with your heart. You must get hurt quite a bit with how compassionate you are. Highly favored, though. Lucky. You're lucky. I should probably be looking at the camera as I do this, but for some reason they want me looking out the window. Maybe they're going to send a bird or something. Maybe birds are relevant for you, too. All right. Anything else? Of course. Like I said, we're doing a little bit different here. I know it's usually just 4 cards and an oracle card. But again, patience should be rewarded by the universe, I believe. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. All right. First off, you, in the past, my goodness, you've been through the ringer. You've had really toxic people in your life, and it's kept you pretty bound for a long time. This is the 5 of Pentacles, and then there's a nice little narcissist card there. That compassionate side, empath, but also a little bit of codependency issues that you've had to work through. You might still be working through them, but oh yeah, right here, 4 of Pentacles to support this with holding on to people a little too long sometimes, past their expiration date. That's something that you are going to want to make sure that you don't trip up on in the future for any lessons that are coming up. If it's not something that you have, sorry, I keep clearing my throat. My goodness, you may need to speak up. If you're still with someone like this, you may, there's a cat that's walking by, a gray cat. You might want to look up the spirit animal of cat and see if that resonates for you with a message. 353, it's 3 minutes, 53 seconds in. 11, 2, the second result. Look up cat, spirit, animal, meaning, second result on your favorite search engine. You'll find your message there. But the 4 of Pentacles, if you are still holding on to this person, you may want to really consider that. You may want to do a deep dive, focus, and look at possibly walking away from the situation because it's very restrictive. If you are not with this person anymore, then it is probably a great thing that you walked away so you would no longer be restricted. But either way, there's an energy that has been very toxic for you. But perhaps this was a long-term partner. This one first came out and I thought more about higher learning. You've been listening. The universe has been listening to you, and you have been listening to the universe. And you've been learning your lessons. You've been going through lesson after lesson after lesson, and it's leading you to these beautiful cards, the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. It's leading you to your ultimate fulfillment, to the life that you have been wanting this whole time, that the universe has been listening to you about. The Star card is all about hope. It's all about the universe hearing all the things that you desire, all of your wishes, and they're just storing them up there, ready to shower them down on you. But sometimes we have to make sure that we're ready for these things. So if we're still holding on to a person like this, we need to clear our life of those things. People like this do not heal very quickly. People like this, it can take like decades for them to heal. You don't have decades to be waiting for someone to heal like this. Man, speak up. Sovereignty. Ooh, yes. Immunity to hooks. Yeah, we got to get rid of these hooks from these people. So you may need to release a lot of energy as well from some of these types of people from your lives. But the sovereignty card, also a dragon may be significant for you. Dragons keep coming up for me with the never-ending story. Specifically white dragons. This one is gold though. But you do have the right to choose the life that you want. And the only way that you get to this type of a thing is if you make the right choices to get there. So if you're hanging on to things that are no longer serving you, you've got to let them go. Expression. Oh my goodness. Seriously, with all the throat clearing that I've been doing. Expression. Yes, you've got to express yourself. You may be on a journey where you are being called to be more independent. Especially if you found yourself isolated by other people trying to keep you from seeing other people, or if you've gotten a habit from the past of being isolated that you don't connect with people, you may need to start reaching out to some of these people or meeting new people to expand your circle. Authentic expression. Words are powerful. Truth. Throat chakra blocks are real. And if you do not express yourself, feels like isn't that a Madonna song? Maybe Madonna is significant too. You might want to go and look up like a Madonna playlist. Maybe there's a song on there that will catch your eye and you go, oh my gosh, that has a message for me. That happened to me with Frank Sinatra the other night. Odd. But Spotify, YouTube, whatever. I think there's a message there in a Madonna song. But yes, please make sure that you are speaking your truth, because throat chakra blocks are real. And not the only, but one of the main ways, I mean, you can get an energy clearing. I do those, but you can also clear your throat chakra just by speaking your truth. That's one of the greatest ways. You start to get a sore throat, lose your voice. Usually it has to do with needing to speak your truth. But you, my friend, are absolutely a starseed that has been brought down here to go to Earth School. And Earth School is where we're at. We're here to learn lessons, lesson after lesson after lesson. I also see here, I see Earth pulsing, pulse of the mother, slow down, time in nature. Let yourself be seen. Expression, again, let yourself be seen. It's, there's a lot of this, there's like you're hiding who you are, hiding what you feel. Maybe you're scared to get out there on social media, or you're not saying exactly the things that you wish you were saying. Maybe you're scared to speak to your friends and family about certain things that are going on in your life. Make sure that you start addressing some of these things, because these throat chakra blocks then can cause, they can cause other blocks. So for example, if your shoulder starts hurting to begin with, then all of a sudden, and you don't do anything with it, then sometimes your neck can start hurting, and your lower and your upper back can start hurting. Then your lower back starts hurting. Pretty soon you're getting headaches, and then it's hard for you to walk. So make sure that you're taking care of your chakras when you know that they're a little bit clogged, because you definitely don't want them to start affecting the other chakras. So this is the Courageous Peony. And it says, multifaceted, unique nature, let yourself be seen. The Mystic Rose, compassion. Oh, I saw the compassion card, and here it is. Second time compassion. This is heavy Mother Mary vibe. So I don't know if you, right ear ringing. This is, pay attention to this part. Compassion, devotion, humility, humanity, and grace. Pulse of the Mother. So Mother Mary, pulse of the Mother. Mary was very compassionate. What this card says, though, with earth pulsing is to slow down. So nurture yourself, love yourself, really, really lean in on some self-care right now. What do you need right now? What do you need? All right, I have this Kali Oracle out here that they would like me to pull from. That's the one that I really thought that I was going to be pulling from. I didn't know I'd be pulling from all these other ones, but they just had me keep collecting cards. I'm going to read from the book from this one. Alrighty. Right at the split, Devi Ma Kali. Devi Ma Kali is the mother Kali. I don't know if you're a mom or not, but must be a good one. You must be a good lover too. Kundalini Shakti. Shakti and Shiva. All around, you have a good heart. You're a good one. Take care of yourself. It's hard to find people like you out in the world. You have really good energy. Really good energy. Let's see here. Let's see what this one is. Shri Bala 27. So we're talking about mothering. And if I remember right, this one is Lalita Sundari's daughter, maybe 27. Let me just read the card. Oh, I'm getting right ear ringing again. So these are really important messages for you to listen to. My door just popped over there lightly as well. Divine child with wisdom beyond her years. The old soul with deep knowing dwells within our hearts. She urges you to commit to your most passionate inspirations completely and without hesitation. There are genius and wisdom in what you yearn to do. You have a greater capacity to attain fruition than those around you recognize. Expression. Believe in yourself, even if no one else does. It is not imagination that drives you toward your destiny, but an instinctive recognition of your true purpose. Validation from others will come later. Your path is authentic, and you are destined to succeed. This aspect of Lalita Tripura Sundari Shri Bala translates as divine child, or more specifically as God the daughter. It is far more commonplace for the divine child to be represented as a male, and in numerous cultures, having a boy is considered particularly auspicious. So Shri Bala is not only a celebration of the divine feminine child, but an inversion of dominant cultural values. Her presence shakes up traditional power structures with her combination of innocence and fearlessness. Dominance reminds me of that narcissist card again. So it shakes it all up. We're shaking it up. It is my sense that there are emanations of Shri Bala in the form of particularly pure-hearted, like you, fearless and empowered young women speaking and acting for the protection of the divine feminine in our world today, such as through environmental activism. It is taught that Bala asks her goddess mother Lalita to allow her to join the battle against evil. She is so passionate to fulfill her inner yearning that her body cannot keep still. Lalita expresses her concern that Bala is still a child, inexperienced, therefore potentially vulnerable. She frets at the thought of losing her daughter, especially when others could take her place on the battlefield. However, Bala petitions her mother again, asking to be allowed to express who she is. Lalita recognizes her daughter's determination and provides her with armor and her blessing, at which point Bala kicks demon butt and saves the day. She conquers 30 demons in an extremely difficult yet perfectly executed martial arts demonstration. Now that's some serious girl power. Shri Bala arises when we need to trust what we feel is right on an inner level, not allowing a lack of external validation to deter us from our innate and authentic purpose. Muscle does not have to meet muscle. The strength of intention combined with pure and fearless commitment to our true nature is enough to change the course of what is happening. The mountain can be moved by faith the size of a mustard seed. The story of feisty Bala can inspire us. At first, we may gain no support for our efforts. We must continue to apply ourselves and not give up on who we are and what we came on this planet to accomplish. It's so interesting that they were saying faith like a mustard seed. I was just in Mark chapter 4, where it's one of the books of the gospel that talks about that. Oh, ye have so little faith. You don't have faith like a mustard seed. Interesting. In doing so, the power needed shall be divinely given. Public validation can come later, but we do not need it to accomplish what is required. The Tantras teach that Bala saw the battle unfolding and what was necessary to attain success with complete clarity. Adults tend to underestimate a child's capacity to see what is going on. Yet the child is the unconditional part of us, the part that sees things as they are. In a reading, the presence of Sri Bala implies that our instinctive desires are to pursue a particular path of fulfillment and expression are authentic. It implies. I feel like there might be a typo in there. I may have read it wrong, but basically, when she's in here, it implies that you need to go down a path of authentic expression. The authentic path is the safest and most protected path we can take. It is the one on which we are closest to the divine, to our true nature with all its wisdom, intuition, and creative resourcefulness. We can more readily attract what we need, and things fall into place more effortlessly. I have to agree with this. I'm on my authentic path, and I am so happy with that. It is not easy, but it is very fulfilling, and I highly recommend it. It seems to be the opposite of playing it safe. Yet, the more we diverge from our authentic being, the more disconnected we are from our divine connection, and the more danger we will encounter. Bala is said to be Lalita's breath. What does that mean? Breath keeps energy flowing through the body. When Bala declares that she wants to fight, it is the stirring of an honest and natural impulse within. To breathe is instinctive. The childlike wildness, unaffected, untamed of Bala is the unconditioned self that knows how to move toward its natural fulfillment. Our minds may step in to say no or give reasons why it's not appropriate, like the unconventional notion of a little girl as a powerful conquering war hero. Yet the innate wisdom of the soul needs to be allowed to manifest. She is not fighting for the sake of it. She is fighting against the evil she sees. To allow for Sri Bala to arise within is to allow for the protective spirit that sees truthfully and acts with purity and fearless commitment to the path, even if our mother worries about our life choices at first. The Divine Mother empowers her, and so too empowers us to manifest our destinies with her help. Trust in your destiny. You are more than capable of the task for which your heart yearns. I love how that just flows together with all the expression and the mothering and the childlike, wonder and going after what it is that you truly desire. I hope that this reading was helpful for you. I hope it gave you a little bit of guidance on how important it is to tend to yourself right now. I think you already knew this, though. I think this was just a confirming thing for you so that you could have a little bit more validation on how important it is to make sure that you are seen, you are heard, you are cared for. All right, Nicole, thank you for purchasing this reading. If you ever want another one, pagehook.com. I'd love to meet you in a private session sometime. All right.